Hey humans, Coach Mindy here with your Find the Drive workout of the day. It's our last workout for 2020, so we're going to kind of make it a doozy, because 2020. What I have for you is 2020. It's 20 movements and a 20-minute AMRAP. Each of these reps will be total reps for each of the movements, and you're just going to chip through this 20 all the way down to 1 as many times as possible. I'm thinking most likely 2 full rounds, and if we're really cooking, maybe 3 complete rounds, because some of these movements just take the time they take. But we're going to get in all the things for the end of the year. So you will start out with 20 step-ups, and you will end with a 45-second plank. There's a lot to go over, so let's get us ready with a warm-up. Just 2 times through of this, 10 reps each. Starting out with your PVC pass-through. Grab your PVC pipe or a broomstick, feet hips width apart. Full grip, wide grip on the PVC pipe. Shrug your shoulders back and front. Maybe pull it in a little bit closer till you find that sticky point back here. 10 forward, PVC pipe comes to the back, palms facing forward this time. Again, keeping that full grip. Shrug your shoulders, bring it up and over. Remember, don't drop your head or swing it out of the way. Make your shoulders do the work. 10 reps there. Then we're going to bring it back to the front, keeping that full grip. We're going to go around the world, bringing the PVC pipe to the small of our back, change directions in the front. 5 one way, 5 the other. Then we're going to go right into our good mornings. Feet hips width apart still, fingertips by your ears, pinch the shoulder blades together, soft bend in the knee, and then hinge. You're going to give me 10 reps there. Reminder, make sure we keep that chest up. If you have a logo on your shirt, I should be able to read it. Don't drop all the way down. Keep that chest up, eye on the horizon, and that weight in your heels. After that, we're going to do a single leg touchdown. So shift all your weight onto one foot. Hips go back and down using your elevated leg as a counterbalance. Touch down with the opposite hand, not falling. Standing all the way up, 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Then we're going to take our feet double shoulder wide for a wide toe touch. Hinging down, left hand, right foot, all the way up, and then change sides. 10 total reps, and then we're going to do the windmill stretch. So I'm going to put my right hand on my chest. Left hand is going to go down to the ground between my feet. I'm going to rotate to my right and open up. Palm and your face should be facing the same direction. The reason I start out with my hand on my chest is because we have a tendency when we put our arm up in the air to twist it backwards. That puts a lot of torque on our shoulder, and we don't want to do that. So palm and face facing the same direction. Standing all the way up. Change sides. 10 total reps there. And then we're going to do some up downs. Up downs, burpee without push up. Hands down, feet back, feet forward, and stand. If jumping is not in the cards, hands down, step back, and step forward. Just remember to alternate which leg steps back and forward each time so one doesn't do all the work. All right, that's our warm-up. 10 reps each. 2 times through, and if you find any area on your body that's particularly tight, maybe spend a couple extra moments there stretching and getting it ready, because we got a lot of work to do. All right, 2020, 20-minute AMRAP, 20 movements. We're going to start out with 20 step-ups. So find a box, a cooler, steps. This is a little bit low. We want 12 inches to be the minimum, but if we can get to 18 or 20 inches, that would be ideal. Exactly what it sounds like. Right foot up, right foot down. Left foot up, left foot down. A couple reminders on the step-ups. Make sure you can glance down to get your footing safe, but don't leave your head hanging down. It's bad for your posture, but it's also going to inhibit your breathing. Again, these are all total reps, so 20 total steps, which will mean 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Then, feet shoulder width apart. Fingertips by your ears, hips go back and down, pushing your knees out wide for 19 air squats. Make sure we get down to that bottom depth. Make sure we keep those knees out wide. 8 18 mountain climbers are next. High plank position, bringing your knee to your elbow and changing sides. And you can speed that up. 18 total reps. Standing tall next, feet hips width apart for 18 calf raises. Trying to get as high a raise as possible, fully flexing out those quads at the top. Elbow taps are next. So down to the ground in a low elbow plank. Elbows underneath the shoulders, feet are hips width apart, reaching forward for a tap. If you find that you're rocking side to side, that means we need to maybe drop down to the knees to keep that core engaged and to prevent that rock. Then we're going to stay down on the ground for 15 sit-ups. Feet can be on the ground, knees bent, sitting all the way up. Legs can be straight. Or we can butterfly our legs, bringing our feet together, knees out. Whichever one you choose, just make sure you don't round out the back. Keep that chest up and proud and make sure that chest passes our hip crease. 15 sit-ups. Then we're going to roll over onto our belly. Ankles locked together. Tops of the feet press in hard to the ground. Forehead on the ground, fingertips by the ears. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the gut. Raise the chest. Those will be our erector crunches. Make sure for those erector crunches too that you're keeping that forehead to the ground. Don't crank your neck up. It's not going to feel great. Standing up for the next couple movements, we're going to do jump touchdowns. So feet are not quite in your squat stance, they're a little bit more narrow. You're going to hinge forward, leaving those hips slightly high, not going down into a full squat. From here, we're going to do 13 jump touchdowns. Then we're going to do 12 lunges, big step forward, drop that back knee, legs should be at 90-degree angle, front knee stacked over the heel, back toes flexed, and changing sides. 12 total reps there. Back down to the ground again for some flutter kicks. Remember, right, left equals 1, so this will be 11 of those. Hands by the side. You can also flip your palms to the ceiling, making sure that your shoulders stay rooted to the ground. Do not put your hands underneath your butt. Or you can crunch up, fingertips by the ears, point the toes. 1, 2, 3 for 11 flutter kicks. Rolling back over. I know it's a lot. We're just halfway. All right, shoulder taps are next. High plank position. Wrists underneath the shoulders, feet hips width apart. For 10 shoulder taps. Again, that's total reps, so that's 5 per side. Just like with the elbow tap, where we reach forward, if you find your hips are rocking side to side, maybe we take this down to the knees so we can ensure that that core stays nice and tight. Next up, push-ups, good old-fashioned push-ups. So back in that high plank position, I'm going to show you 3 options. Option number 1 from the toes, chest to the ground. Option number 2, lower from the knees. Lowering from the knees and pressing up from the knees. Option number 3 is lowering from the toes, dropping the knees, and pressing up from the knees. That's kind of the middle one. So if you have a couple from the toes, but not 9, you can do that variation of lowering from high plank, but pressing up from the knees. That way you get a little bit more work. But knees are still a lot of work. Reminder with the knees, we do not cross our ankles. Your legs can be up or they can be flat. Just don't cross those ankles. And remember, chest must come into contact to the ground, and don't leave your hips behind and do the worm. Not only is that not targeting the area we want, but it can also put some pressure on your lower back, which we do not want. Next, standing up. Lateral lunges, feet double, shoulder wide. Hips go back and down, pushing that knee out. We've got 8 lunges there. Then, using a chair, the cooler you use your step-ups on, countertop, we're gonna do dips. We've got 7 reps here, lowering those hips. This is option 1 with the knees bent, or legs can be straight. What's important is that we stay nice and close to whatever object we're using, and we don't round out our back. Keep that chest up and proud. Sumo squats are next. So not quite double shoulder wide, but definitely wider than your normal squat stance. You might need to turn out your feet a little bit. Hips go back and down, pushing those knees out. 6 total reps there. V-ups are next, to the ground. Laying all the way flat. Sitting up and touching the toes, not hitting your chair. 5 reps there. I know, it's a lot. It's 2020. And then we have pike push-ups. So, one of the things that can happen for pike push-ups is we just take our forehead to the ground and we go behind our hands. A pike push-up, our hips should stay elevated above our head. And when our head goes down, it's the top of our head, not our forehead. So, to show you the end product, this is what we want to look like for the end product. I'm up on my toes, I can see my fingers, then, make sure I don't slide, you press back and through. So this is your starting position, you rock up on your toes, head to the ground. This is challenging. This is probably the most difficult movement, which is why we're only doing 4 reps. You can also put your knees up. If you don't have the hamstring mobility, you can put your knees up on that cooler or the chair, whatever you use for your dips. Mine's not wide enough, so I can't give you an example. Most important thing is you're not cranking your neck and putting your forehead to the ground. It is the crown of your head. So it's a lot of tricep work. If you're not comfortable in that position, or it's just not quite there yet, we can substitute this for 4 staggered push-ups. So, in a push-up position, you'll have one hand high and one hand low. 2 on one side, 2 on the other. Looks like this. You want your hands as far apart as you can go while maintaining full palm contact to the ground. Next up, you knew they were going to be in here, but it's only 3 of them. Full burpees. Our burpees look like this. Hands down, feet back, chest to the ground, push up, and then jump. If jumping is not in the cards, step back, knees down, chest to the ground, step up. All right, most important thing with the burpee is our chest hits the ground. You have 3 reps there. Then we got broad jumps. Down into a squat. Power jump as big as you can go, trying to land without making any noise. 2 reps only, and then close out with a 45-second high plank hold. So, lots of things. 2020, 20 movements for 20 minutes. Just chipping away as you can. Lots of things were discussed here, so if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, have a great workout and Happy New Year.